Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, the Alpha. So we got kind of thrown into the midst of the story. You know, this isn't meant to be like a sort of a fun playable experience. It might be that, but that's not what it's meant to be. It's meant to just be a taste of what the game is going to be, an opportunity to provide feedback, or in my case sort of an opportunity for better promotions, to better understand what I'm potentially promoting. So, that being said,
to the stars.
we are on, we are in Footfall, which is this sort of outpost city in the Coronis Expanse, the biggest outpost city apparently, and this unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the Brotherhood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valancius. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation, Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances in a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. I want to make a trade deal. Okay, so they've got some different grenades, melta charges, suitable for eliminating flimsy obstacles. Mobile Extractium, a mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Standard template construct. This small industrial complex can be deployed on practically any world, however inhospitable. Okay, you can just buy outposts. Multi-key. I guess I should buy some multi-keys, right? Precise bolters, precise las guns. Scrap box gives you 50 scrap. Stim, 2 MP, 2 AP during next turn. Oh boy, get into some real expensive stuff. 10,000 RP. I don't even know what PF is. And I don't have any, but I can sell a crack grenade. Huh. Well, wait a minute. Where did I put the crack grenade? It disappeared. Oh, Mechanicus Creations. What? Oh, I must have some profit factor. Total 30. Available to use 29. Recovery 0.3 profit factor per cycle. It's a representation of the relative value of the Rogue Trader's warrant of trade and what opportunities and resources it can call upon. Oh, so you don't have money. like in Pathfinder, you know, you have gold and you end up with, you know, 1,000,000 gold or whatever. Instead, we have a profit factor, so it just represents my buying power, and it slowly recovers over time. It's a mechanic that certain tabletop RPGs do use. I've never really liked it in that sense, because it's like, okay, you have a wealth factor of 3, and then, you know, you can buy anything that's like 3 or less, and it's like, yeah, but then, you know, the scale of things gets weird, and then when you do a heist, you know, it's so much more satisfying when you get like all this fucking loot and you can sell it all, and you haggle over the price and things, like, you know, and you actually get that money and you have to hold on to that money. It's not like, oh, well, my wealth factor went up by 2. I've never liked it in tabletop games, and we've always kind of house ruled it otherwise. I think Sprawl might actually use it, and that was like the first thing we house ruled. Is like, nah, we're using Nuyen from Shadowrun. Fuck that. In a video game, though, I'm not sure. We'll have to see, because gold in like Wrath of the Righteous pretty quickly just becomes like a non-factor anyways. So maybe this will continually be a factor. I mean, we could buy this Mezzoa pattern auto pistol. It's 17 PF right now. We could buy... We can't even buy... So that... We can't buy a precise bolter. Which is funny. And it's sort of, again, like, this is what I'm talking about, like, how abstract it kind of gets. Like, I can buy an entire mobile mining outpost. I could buy 3 of these, but I can't buy one precise bolter. If I, you know, expended all my funds, every penny that is available to me in my trade empire, I can't buy a precise bolter. You know, it's like, okay. I mean, obviously they can use the profit factor to kind of gate certain things, but I don't know. It's weird. It's a little weird. That being said, I don't know. There's probably some things that I should buy. I think stims are probably good. Let's buy the melta charges. Let's buy all of them. Let's do that. And I'm gonna buy one of these because it might be something I need. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Brotherhood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the Von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad alternative unavailable to accept. 1. Any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects, with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items, is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xeno-heresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outlined pattern: a void station in the system of Langren's Belt. According to the data available to the Cognizance fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Yeah. So, you know, commonly when you think of, like, the Imperium of Mankind, you think of them all as, like, just bloodthirsty zealots, where every single member of the Imperium is, like, you know, this righteous warrior. that will stomp out aliens and mutants and heresy wherever they see it. But obviously it's far more nuanced than that. And like I said, especially the Adeptus Mechanicus are not quite as zealous in that sense. Yeah, coming from Wrath of the Righteous, it's definitely not as polished. Like visually and just the animations and everything, the way it feels, it is not. I don't even know what the frame rate is that we're getting. I would assume it's, oh god, it's like 30, 40. Ooh, aren't we on like medium? Oh no, we're on high. Okay, let's bump it down to medium, see if that helps the smoothness.
A new challenge.
Not really. That didn't change it one bit. That's the exact same numbers. Okay, it's alpha.
I won't tolerate.
We'll live with it. Okay.
It's about time.
A lot of nothing going on.
Excellence matters.
Just looking for anyone with like a name, you know.
None shall stand in my way.
Not too many names. You may pass without a check. An order came from the liege to let you through. Oh, that's good.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
An expected result.
Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casbalica, Corda, von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry. ANV. Lovely. Oh, leave location. We're going to the shadow quarters. No, we're going to the atrium. They said that they have a bunch of art that they could give me, including a bunch of stuff that hasn't been released yet. I'd really love to get a good look at it all. 40k art is always so badass.
Follow my lead. I rise to the occasion.
These columns appeared here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous palace in the stars. Okay. The heart of Footfall is a colossal statue of the Emperor carved from a single asteroid. That is pretty epic. The Emperor protects. Ritual.
I did fine.
Oh, okay. Nope, nope. Athletics. Fail.
Done.
You'd think that I would have fallen down to the bottom, as that happens in Pathfinder. A great sword. Okay, so we're 2 PF. Commander's Monocle. Whenever the wielder attacks an enemy with a single shot, their allies under voice of command gain the wielder's fellowship divided by 2 to damage against this enemy for 1 turn. Okay. So... No. The voice of command. Okay, so it's anyone that's a leader. Has a voice of command, which is really just Cassia. So she is going to get this monocle. There you go. Enjoy.
I better myself through my service.
Numerous wounds and injuries indicate that this was a particularly brutal murder. The letters A and V are carved into the victim's shoulder blade. Okay.
I won't tolerate weakness. I rise to the occasion.
We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to take care of this. Now, of course, normally I would say that would be the ruler of this place. But, you know, an RPG.
Victory awaits. None shall stand in my way.
Dreadful Xenos punish the enemies of humanity. Okay. They've got aliens locked up in cages, and you can pay some money to beat the shit out of them. Or shoot them, or whatever. Delightful.
It's about time. Excellence matters. Follow my lead.
Some knuckle dusters. +5 bonus to coercion tests. Okay. Coercion. 40. Okay, we'll just give it to the rogue trader.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So you can use melta charges, multi-key, or tech use.
This explores
Okay.
blessed with multifunctionality.
What in the world?
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a
The
performance.
burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
I defy.
Okay. It said 0 DC. So... Okay.
Challenge for me?
The low hum of voice is quiet, and a dozen gazes shift to you. The tall man with the shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams on his muscular body, and his expression is forbiddingly grim. Still, he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. "Greetings, you must be..." He glances at the scroll on his mechanical hand implant. "Mistress Fidelio? All the guests have arrived. You're the last on the list, and we couldn't well start without you. Your presence is absolutely vital." "Of course, I'm Fidelio." He puts on a broad smile, but then catches himself and quickly frowns once more. "Please, we can talk later. Chaplain is about to begin." "What is this tomfoolery?" Abelard grumbles, but not before making sure that the man is out of earshot. I mean, I'm noticing a lot of weapons on the people around me. Let's look around. The gathering you found yourself at seems refined and respectable at first glance. The decorations and the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does the location, which isn't far from the liege's residence. But you notice that most of those gathered are of rather imposing physique. Many of them have scars and military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they're covering the exit. A few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. Yeah, the guy's got like a machine gun on his back. Your appearance has definitely attracted everyone's attention. Just about every guest here keeps glancing at you, and some are clearly watching your every move, even though they're trying not to show it. I wonder who this Fidelio is and why they cannot start proceedings until he or she appears. Judging by the way that fellow with the list was talking about her, it's someone very important, but it's not a name I've heard before. I've never heard this name before. What is this place and what's going on here? I know nothing about the place, but I can feel that something's in the works here. I sense danger and opportunity. Alright, let's get involved. It's gonna be a big old ambush. Oh, what a terrible, sorrowful day. We pay our respects to the life and soul of Footfall Society, a loyal servant of the Imperium, a generous benefactor who spared no expense to keep the fire of faith burning, and an example to all future generations, the most noble and unforgettable Master Belardo. This loss... The fussy administrative clerk speaks in a strained voice and keeps peeking at a paper with text on it. His speech drags on, blending into a monotonous cascade of praises of the late Master Belardo. 20 minutes go by. So let us offer a prayer to the Emperor for the repose of Master Belardo's soul and the prosperity of his heirs. I now pass you over to our most reverend chaplain. A formidable-looking man dressed in the attire of an ecclesiarchy missionary glares at the gathered crowd. And here you all are, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then. But if you think that the Emperor, or the messenger of his will, in other words, myself, does not see into your vile souls, you are sorely mistaken. He looks at you and gives you a slight nod. I wasn't referring to Mistress Fidelio. At least Dens himself wanted to see her at his funeral. But the rest... I know every one of you, and I would be astonished to discover anyone here who truly mourns this loss. So go ahead, pray for Belardo's soul. Soon the flames will take him, a fitting end for a life like his. May the Emperor keep his soul. Without another word, Chaplain makes the sign of the Aquila, and pointedly turns away from the attendees. Okay.
Duty prevails.
Victory awaits.
People definitely want Fidelio dead. Whoever prepared the body of the gray-haired man lying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even in death, he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns. He peers at it with suspicion. Then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. I'll be. This is quite the meeting, if it can be called such under the circumstances. Let's take a good look at the deceased. The implants left in the deceased's body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and only the most prominent and wealthy avoid this fate upon their death. Abelard, you know this man? Do I? I would tell you all about this man, but the words I'd use would be improper for a funeral. This, your ladyship, is Jerry Can Dens, known back in the day as one of the most notorious pirates in the Coronis expanse. They nicknamed him Jerry Can for his habit of having a jug or two of promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my last days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. Abelard distractedly runs a hand through his hair. Well, well, there was a time when the sight of Jerry Can in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance, quite literally. By the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot. But now, I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose, eh, you old beast? Who would have thought I'd be at your funeral? This is very grand for a pirate's funeral. Is this normal for Footfall? Folks on Footfall are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirate scum a few paces away from the Liege's residence. But no one has heard of Dens for so many decades. I barely recognized him myself, and I've seen his face on pics a fair few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was it they were calling him? Master Bellardo? Now I remember. Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Bellardo as one of the biggest donors to the temple.
None shall stand in my way.
The tall man who welcomed you at the entrance is shifting from foot to foot and keeps glancing around with a gloomy expression. He nods to you sympathetically, Mistress Fidelio. You never introduced yourself. I'm Dagon Othio. I was first mate on Den's ship. Master Bellardo. Given the deceased's former occupation, I have a good idea what role you played under his command. Dagon smirks. They used to call me Torch. He's Jerry Can, I'm Torch. Those were the days. How did Bellardo die? Badly. He went downhill real fast. Just a year ago, he was still living it up, storming the slum asteroids to shoot riffraff and mutants, and then all of a sudden he was done. His old wounds had caught up with him, and he had plenty of those, both from the old days and more recent ones, like when somebody tried to bump him off. 12 years back, I think it was. Oh, God. I want to just kill all of them right now. It seems kind of iffy. I'll save. To arms, lads, just like the good old days.
Take a knee and bow before me.
For the Emperor! Die! Die! Die!
Okay. Lidless stare, move, 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 get back in the fight. I do have a frag grenade. We could get this party started.
I am a navigator.
Ow.
Servitor. Taste the navigator's might.
Well, there was that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Give her a free shot.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay. What's that? Oh! Dodged the bullet. And it hit Dagon. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, we do have lightning arc, which is pretty good. We probably want to move.
What is this foreboding?
I guess.
Was that you? Or
Oh, she got hit herself by it. Good to know. What exactly were you aiming for?
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Why?
Oh, I forgot about that. Shit.
Indeed.
That's not good.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. My vow is to serve.
Nice, nice, nice.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay.
my prescience has failed me?
Okay. Boy. Maybe just go all the way over here. I don't think I have much of a shot here, though. Oh, so yeah, mine is like a big spread. All right, well, here, I guess.
Nothing I can't do.
All right, that's something. That's something. I should probably be doing like these buffs before I do the shot. Ow.
Happen.
That's not good. It's like no cover anywhere. I guess shot on the run
Not guidance.
gives me some movement.
Guided by faith. I'll do it.
Nice. Now I want to do one more shot. I don't think I have anything that's really going to buff the shot. So,
Out is for the weak.
got him. Oh, say goodbye to your head. How did you miss that?
Emperor, give me strength. In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Sorry, okay. I can give somebody. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. Just giving somebody like a free shot. It's kind of nice.
Will do.
Isn't this a job for the servants?
Fuck. Okay, that's a much bigger concern than in Pathfinder.
I am a navigator, not a
Fuck.
inhabitor.
It makes sense, though.
Not
Oh man.
yet.
Resuscitation.
Kaz Bellardo. I don't know about lightning arc.
But of course. On it. Beacon.
See ya. That can't be good.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Will do.
Veil thickness value is changed by 1. Veil thickness value is 3 now. Okay. Sure.
Anything is.
No, she gets another turn. Okay.
Will do.
Yeah, you dodged, but now look at you.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Oh, I killed Kaz Bellardo in one go. He wasn't even my main target. God damn.
Lord Captain!
Yeah, that's not good. This isn't good. Oh, get dodge done. All right, we definitely want military excellence.
Made manifest.
Just that shit's pretty bananas.
I will not.
What? How do you not have line of sight?
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is unacceptable. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay,
I
don't know if this will give me... Okay, I think it did.
I need targets, not guidance.
Boom!
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Boom!
I'll do it.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Weak.
Boom! Got him.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I actually don't know if I have a shot.
That is not the Emperor's will.
That's not really. Okay. We do have a fire grenade, which could be kind of spicy. But I don't have any way to increase my own movement. So that's kind of a bummer. And that means I can't really get out of this nastiness.
I have read tomes of military.
Unless I go here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. If I may.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of
The loss of a unit.
expected. We do have Psychic Shriek, which could be pretty good.
No can do.
I'd have to... God, your movement range is just so little without, like, support. I think we'll use Onslaught. Wasn't I supposed to... Was I supposed to spend the movement first before? I think I fucked that up.
On it.
That was good. Alright.
To die with grace, at least.
Again, I don't think I have anything to increase my own movement speed. So we probably just want to use the plasma gun. Just go here. And do extra damage.
Request approved.
Yep, that works.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor commands, I act.
We got a shot. I will take a shot. I could do shot on the run. Meh. Oh, that's real smart. He might be the smartest man alive.
But of course.
Boom. Done. Victory. Alright, so we are fatigued. Permanent. You have to rest at the void ship for at least 24 hours. Boy, and we are stacking fatigue on some... Argenta has a minus 30 penalty to strength, toughness, and agility test. And movement points reduced by 3. Fatigue's no joke. So, obviously, yeah, there was a bit of a mystery here that I did not solve. Ooh, a chainsword, though. Nice. So flak armor has higher absorption, but it has a dodge penalty. Hard to say, but I think in my offhand, this chainsword would be nice. Or in my, I mean, yeah, I guess you could do some pistol chainsword shit if you were into that, which is kind of cool for a rogue trader. I kind of like that aesthetic. Yeah, okay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Hey, what's that? Oh, come on.
Okay, I triggered it. Nothing happened. I see they went back to the Kingmaker style where you just click on the trap to disarm it. You hear someone delicately clearing their throat. The source of the sound turns out to be the administratum clerk you saw next to Chaplain. His clothes are neat and impeccably pressed. His face, however, reveals extreme nervousness bordering on fear. My good Mistress Fidelio, I too hope you're satisfied with the services provided by our establishment. He leans in a little closer and whispers, I beg of you, help me. Please keep your voice down. We can't let anyone hear us. It's a matter of life and death. What's the matter? Please understand, it's very difficult to get by on footfall with my wages. An Imperial Regulation 4030AL on post-mortal service workers on peripheral worlds directly prohibits the chief operator of the crematorium from leaving their workplace for any reason other than sleep, food, severe illness, and ministration of sacraments. Therefore, I am forced, practically forced, to look for other sources of income that allow me to stay within the walls of this here establishment. I've set up a little, shall we say, enterprise. I replace the implants of the deceased with identical replicas and sell them to the right people when I have a shipment ready. I had just prepared the newest batch of superb, unique implants of the highest quality, but I got careless. I used my first sick leave in 4 standard years, and it was on that very day that Master Bellardo passed away, and his family was quick to organize a ceremony in our crematorium. I simply didn't have time to prepare, and now my container full of goods, it's in the furnace, and if you don't help me, they're going to burn it any minute. So you hid valuables in the crematorium's furnace. I've been hiding them there for 10 years now, and quite successfully, I might add. Only the richest citizens can afford the services of a crematorium, and sadly, they don't die all that often. Usually I sell the goods before the next body arrives, but I got unlucky this time. Help me, I beg of you. What do you need from me, and what are you offering in return? Well, there's still time. Could you please get to the furnace and pull the container with implants out of there? We'll split the goods 50-50. You can even have first pick. Just please hurry. They'll soon be putting the coffin with old Bellardo where it belongs, and then, poof, it'll be reduced to ash and my priceless augmetics along with it. Why did you decide to ask me specifically for help? There's no one else to turn to. All the guests here are scoundrels, murderers, or crooks, or all three at once. I was going to send in a servitor, but only personal servitors of House Bellardo are allowed into the courtyard today, and I don't have their access codes. You're all I have left, and I can tell you're an upstanding individual, with a most noble countenance, too. The moment I saw you, I knew she is the one who will save me. I'll help if I can. Yeah, okay, I mean, they're all dead. We're standing amidst their corpses, so it shouldn't be too tough.
I'll lay claim to the stars. Follow my lead.
Okay. Well, okay, so we're going into the crematorium.
Victory awaits!
Again, like, everyone's dead.
Done!
The machine gun grants me its
Looks like they repurposed the nozzle of an ancient station engine for the needs of the crematorium.
Stand in my way.
That's pretty cool. That's decidedly not cool. Ow.
Wet this!
Avalon!
A new challenge for me.
My prescience has failed me.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
We need to fight our way out. What does that mean? What am I fighting? We've got to shoot through the floor?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I didn't know I could. No, I guess you can shoot.
So look at me because of my appearance. I think you kept them because of their
Hand in
rotten-colored
hand.
souls.
Oh. I didn't know you could just fire your gun at will.
Become
Avalon.
like fire.
They're on fire, on fire! Put them out quick! Voices come to you through streams of something thick and foul. Your eyes are covered with whatever your unbidden saviors saw fit to splash over your head. At last, you can make out the silhouette of a vagrant dressed in rags leaning over you. He throws up his hands. Your ladiness, are you alright? Did you hit anything? Any bad burns? You fell right through that there ceiling, and it's mighty high up. Who are you, and what are you doing down here? What a thing to say, the first thing you say to them. We live here is all. Your ladiness, you see these are old tunnels. They dug them back in Parsimus Dwayne's times, right through the asteroid. It's a little stuffy down here, but it's warmer than up in the big palaces on the surface. And it sure is warm under the crematorium's furnace. They barely burn anyone up there, but they do fire it up often enough, and that's good for us. Sure, sometimes an odd smell makes it through the vents, like they're making roast, makes your mouth water. Well, what can you do? That's the cost of comfort for you. Do you happen to know who Fidelio is? I mean, wasn't there that Fid lad used to live under the fifth void? And his hussy kept yelling all like, my Fido. Fidelio, Fid, same deal, right? How do I get out of here? Well, there's no climbing back into the crematorium for you. Look for yourself. It's all burnt and collapsed. But it's no biggie. There's only one way up there, so you won't get lost. First, you'll need to pull this big old lever to open the doors. It's by the busted pipe, and that's where the lever is. After that, you just walk. Through the corridors, the shaft, the old warehouse, and there you are on the surface. The fact that the incompetence of the crematorium's maintenance staff saved our lives does not make their negligence any less egregious. I will register a complaint. I'm feeling kind today. Here, for your help with the fire. Oh, thank you kindly. Something to buy a bit of food with, because, well, we used our soup to put you out, you see. It was only 2 days old. Yeah. May the Emperor protect you. Still gonna take your shit. So I'm quite injured.
Join me in prayer.
Is my only means of healing these medikits? I think so. Unless you can rest or something. But I think you only can rest back on the void ship. So I'd have to just do medkits.
Injuries will not slow you.
Okay. That was something.
Tend to your wounds.
Integrity factor increased. Request denied.
Yeah, oh, I mean, you could move up to them.
Computation failed.
Thank you. Now where were we?
Your seneschal is all.
He won't move to use the item.
The healing is much appreciated.
Victory awaits.
Good.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, the irony.
We failed the check, but we still made it across. Except she's almost dead now.
Does something trouble you?
We shall prevail.
I'm restless. Carry the Emperor's will as your
Thank
torch.
you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy more of those.
It's about time.
A horrible stench reaches your nostrils long before you see its source. A corridor where punctured pipes are disgorging streams of murky sludge. In the distance, you see the lever that opens the doors leading outside. The only way to reach it is by submerging yourself in the sludge. I'm too old for this Cassia brings the corner of her perfumed shawl to her nose. I think I'm going to be sick. Someone's got to go and pull the lever, right? I propose our holy sister as a candidate. A seeker after spiritual purity shouldn't be put off by a little bit of ordinary muck, after all. Hardy har har. Yeah. Do it myself. Okay. Job done.
Searching is my observance.
Over.
A new
Nice. I'm not really sure who closed the door and turned on the crematorium,
weakness.
since everyone was dead except the guy who told us to go in there. I don't know what he would gain from doing such a thing. Move it, I said move it. If the inspection gets to the circuit station before we do, I'll have all of you recycled. Yelling your brains out at servitors won't make them work faster. You know another way to get the lazy brutes just shift themselves? Well, I'm all ears. If the inspection sees a circuit station without a unit, they'll go to Vladeum with this. And if Vladeum finds out, he won't mince words. He'll give us the old Casbalican severance, as in kick us out the trash chute without a void suit. Simmer down, we'll be fine. Back in my transport days, I'd show the inspection the same protection screen on 8 different sites, and I never got busted once. I seriously doubt that Vladeum's inspectors are any more diligent. They'll fall for our 1 support unit on 3 circuit stations. They won't notice a thing. Better worry about selling the 2 units that we bought. Who the throne is that? This is not just a violation of the right of operation. This is a disgrace. And just who are you and what are you doing in here? We're from Footfall Station Services, carrying out scheduled maintenance. But you're not going to believe that, are you? You heard everything. After glancing briefly at his partner, the man lays a hand on his weapon. I promised to my wife I'd go a month without murder. Too bad. I'd rather break my word than get on the Liege's bad side. You dare threaten one of the von Valancius dynasty. You will pay for this. We'll worry about that later.
Submit,
Alright.
and you'll die quickly.
Pretty fatigued. This isn't great. But we'll make do.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
This is not any form of cover. I am quite exposed.
Running binaric override. My vow is to serve.
Fuck.
Cover me. Was that you? Or
It's not great. Okay.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
Nice, nice.
I will do my duty.
can I call?
Oh, Jesus.
Darkness.
Yep. That's the end of that.
I will avenge you.
Okay. Sure.
It's a job for the serfs.
Not my specialty.
I can't do a single shot with this. I can only do a burst for 2 AP. Shit. She was the wrong person. Fuck. Okay, you live and learn.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Rejoice in battle!
Feeling a good burst here.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh! What? Not even aiming anywhere near that guy.
I'll do it.
As the Emperor commands, I...
Oh my god. Bullets are dangerous, dude. Kind of go wherever they want. Got a lot of servitors here. They have a lot of health. They are no joke. Alright, so we got a slash, which hits 2 in a row, or we can just do a basic strike.
Already done.
That'll do it.
Not a problem for me.
Okay. Gosh, getting out there and going toe to toe sounds a little tricky.
Request approved. Running binary override.
Fuck. Okay, I guess.
At your beck and call. Follow my lead. Victory is imminent.
Alright, alright, alright.
We'll rule the stars themselves. It will be done.
Super buffed. Cassia. We could give an extra action to... giving it to Argenta is probably the best.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
She can just fire off a nice, easy shot.
I need targets, not guidance.
Bah! Alright, let's just... no. Snipe it up.
If I may.
Yeah, that's all it is. Now if I do this, I can do this.
I stand, and thy light I crave.
And then I can fire a lot of
For
shots.
the weak.
Jesus.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice. Alright, now don't hit the rogue trader in the back of the head.
Targets, not guidance.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Boom. That's basically it.
I will not. I'll do it.
You thought it was over?
The Emperor commands.
Boom. It's really a thing of beauty. Alright, now getting to this guy That's a little tricky.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, unless I want to waste a grenade, it's kind of just nothing. Now he has a crack grenade as an ability, which seems to be that he can just constantly throw it out there, which seems fun. But probably we should just play it safe and do this.
Request approved.
How are you missing that? Wow. I don't know, dude. If I were you, I'd probably just surrender, but you know, that's just me.
Indeed. Gray hair, sure hair.
All right, starting to get the hang of it a little bit. You know, learning certain things about how the system works, but not too shabby. So the auto pistol instead of the las pistol, it's not a laser. It's a you know, it shoots projectiles. It has one lower min damage, one higher max damage, but no penetration. But it can do single shots. I don't know. Overall, the las pistol's probably better.
Victory awaits!
All right. I'm probably gonna leave it off here then. It's another hour, so
Follow my lead.
slowly making progress. I really am enjoying the combat though. Orthlac pattern auto gun. Okay. Who would really benefit from such a thing? She's got the sniper rifle. She's got a marksman rifle, which blows this out of the water. Although, yeah, well, this has higher rate of fire. It can do burst fire, you know, things like that. Although I don't know specifically what rate of fire means as far as the game is concerned. It mentions recoil, but you can only take one shot per turn, unless it's like, you know, every turn that you just keep shooting without like doing something else. Maybe, you know, but I don't know what the rate of fire means, except for the fact that you can do a burst fire, because hers, the bolter, has a rate of fire of 3. So maybe rate of fire is how many shots you fire with the burst. That could be. So a burst of 8 is pretty juicy. It's certainly not better than a bolter. I would never swap out the bolter. Is it better than a marksman rifle? Probably not for her. She's kind of meant to be in the back. Really, it would be like if I want to have a rogue trader use a gun like that. But no. I went into weapon skill, you know, instead of ballistic skill. So she's kind of meant to be melee a little bit. But then you could just cover up her lack of ballistic skill with a lot of bullets. which is kind of why I liked the idea of the shotgun, which was pretty fun. Anyways, yeah, good stuff. All right, for now though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.